Hello, you guys. I'm back. There go our friend. Oh my gosh. Round 5. So much has happened. I took some time off to process it. I will catch you guys up. Yes. All of that. So, we'll talk about it, but I'm back to make sure that all is well because we're going to do this thing one more time. All right? I'll see you guys in the next video. Hello. So let me do my introduction, you guys, because in the last video I didn't get a chance to do that. Hello, my name is Nike. I am going to conceive. I'm a military spouse. I've had Crohn's disease for now 23 years and 22 years. I always get those kind of confused, but I think it's 23. But anyway, and me and my husband, we own our own business. And you know what that's all about, because with IVF, when you do it, you are on a schedule. And IVF does not care, right, about your life and what you got going on. When a doctor tells you to do this, that, and the other, you got to get it done. When you got to take those shots at a specific time, you got to get it done. When you got to take those pills and go to the doctor's appointments, you got to get it done. So that's why I say that all in my intro. So I've been gone for a while, you guys. And honestly, you won't see this video probably for 2 to 3 weeks because we're going through another cycle number 5. Kind of just been really low key because let me tell you, the last cycle we were super duper excited. How did we get here, right? Is what I kept telling myself. We went to the egg transfer. Instead of transferring 3, which is what we thought they were going to do, they transferred 2. Got the phone call 2 days later because we had 5 embryos left. That the 5 embryos didn't make it, so we focused on the 2. Long story short, we got to the testing day. I saw a line because I did my home pregnancy test, went and got my blood work done, and the beta levels were... My alarm went off. Anyway, got to the appointment, did the blood work, got the phone call. Beta levels were low, but we were hopeful. Kept testing. Levels were going up, not doubling, but going up. And then eventually they stopped. And so we got the news and I stopped all the meds, and me and my husband just needed a chance to process it. Why? Why did we need the chance to process it? Because just a little background, the first cycle, we only got 3 eggs and one of them fertilized. They put them in on day 2. Second cycle got canceled because my follicles weren't growing. Third cycle, I ovulated on the meds. What is that about? And then the 4th cycle, we did the egg retrieval and we got 11 eggs and 8 of them fertilized. 2 of them got transferred in us. We were excited, you guys. Excited. 2. Even if one didn't make it, we had 2, and there was always the possibilities of them splitting. That was the world we were living in. We were preparing for this. You couldn't tell us in those 2 weeks this wasn't going to happen. You couldn't have told us this. We were devastated. We had I'll speak for myself, some questions for God. I had, if I'm being honest, just a real, kind of emotional roller coaster with God. Because I got my hopes up, right? Nothing in IVF is guaranteed, period. But when they transferred 2 and I had the miracle of having 11 eggs come out of me, 8 of them, fertilizing, even though they didn't make it, that was progress for me. It was progress for us. So, and then, your family and your friends, they're all excited and they're calling you because they want to know what's up, and you got to play like all is well. You know what I mean? I'm still playing that way. If I'm being honest, when you guys see this, I'm still kind of sort of playing like that because I don't have time for the questions. You get a lot of questions and then you feel like you're letting everybody down. because everybody is not as researched as you, right? They're not doing the research. They don't understand that even though you transfer to, hold that thought, the doctor's office is calling me right now. I'll get to that. Hold on. Sorry about that. The doctor's office called. Oh my gosh, so many things are happening. Anyway, so yeah, when it comes down to just people who love you, you know, they have 50 million questions. And at the time you're processing it and you can answer the 50 million questions. It's just at that time, it's not appropriate. And I think people just don't understand that in a moment because they care so much, they love so much, and they're part of the journey with you. So I've chosen to kind of play it the way I want to play it. And then I'll talk to them about that later. Because we were devastated. Like, you couldn't have told us, like, this wasn't going to happen. Like, you couldn't have told us. So anyway, the doctor's office just called and gave me permission for me and my husband to have intercourse for this cycle number 5. And what they're going to do is something new, which is, and I'll explain it to you in another video. I don't want it to be, no, I'll explain it to you. So human growth hormone is what they want to try me on. Okay. When I talked to the doctor, she just could not understand what happened. She said that everything looked good. My lining looks good. My testing looks good. It's just, she said, we just have to get a good egg. So she suggested the human growth hormone, which is $1,000 for 3 vials. Okay. So my insurance is saying they may or may not approve it. It just depends on how the doctor writes it up. So yes, pray for us. We're pretty much, I don't have a birthday or Christmas. Like, we probably not doing nothing for my birthday or for Christmas. I'm a December baby. So that's where we are. And she said, my next appointment is Thursday. So this is live news, Thursday. And depending on what I'm looking like, if me and my husband have intercourse and the egg fertilizes or whatever, then I'm pregnant. Yay, I don't have to do IVF, but if I'm not, I will. So that's fresh news that just like literally happened. So my husband is 3 hours away though. So that's what I was telling you guys in the intro. We have our own business and the contract is 3 hours away. So now I might have to drive and be with him for the next couple of days because we want to take advantage. And we're going to take advantage, especially if I could get pregnant on my own. And my cousin just said that like the other day. And it's so funny because TMI, me and my husband, we were together this morning and the whole entire time, and this is another thing, because when you are doing IVF, you cannot have unprotected sex because everything is monitored. So even though we were doing what we do, I was just like, be careful. Today I'm fertile and I don't want to mess up the IVF because it's expensive. Even though we have insurance, I still have to pay for stuff. So now I was thinking, dang, I wish he would have, because they just gave us permission. But anyway, side note. But as you can see, my head is spinning. I'm on my way. I got to go to acupuncture. But now I got to give my husband a call and say, hey, I'm about to be rolling up there because again, we got to do this, you know. So God's plan, God's will, right? At the end of the day, it's all in his plan. It's all in his timing is what I always go back to. So this is quite hilarious. This is funny. I can't believe I'm recording this as it is happening. I didn't have a chance to think about it. So this is like fresh off my brain. So yes, that's kind of where we are right now. Getting ready to go to acupuncture. Let me go back to the doctor. Sorry. So the doctor said she was surprised, and it's all about just getting that good egg. And that's the truth. Like, even though you have multiple eggs that come out of you, it doesn't mean that they're good eggs. That's just what it is. So I forgot about that. Like, in the excitement, because we have made so much progress, I forgot. You know what I mean? Like, you know, stuff can go wrong. So, and it's all good. I recovered. I did a therapy session. I've been praying. Me and God have been talking. At the end of the day, the way my life is set up, he's always been on time. And me waiting was always better than it happening. So I encourage you today to, you know, have real conversations with God, because I did. And it's all good. He can handle it. You know what I mean? That's what I say. People say, why don't question God? I do. I do respectfully. Lord, why? You know, Lord, when? And sometimes he answers and sometimes he doesn't. That's our relationship. It is personal. I have a relationship with God. One day I will share my story. You feel me? Like he said, my sheep hear my voice and I hear his voice. Trust me. I will share maybe one day. But anyway, so I'm trusting the process. I'm excited again. Like we just got some news. So we get to go on a little adventure. I get to get on the road and go see my husband. It makes it a little bit fun. And then again, if we don't end up pregnant doing it on our own, we'll start IVF for cycle number 5. So that's where we are. I'm going to end it there. And I'm going to get to acupuncture. But anyway, I appreciate you guys being patient with me. I am human, just like you. And I couldn't hop on like everybody else. See, there's some YouTube mommies that do it in real time. I couldn't do it. Like, I needed time to process it because I was all the way moded. Like, it didn't happen. Y'all remember that word, moded? You was moded. That was me. I was just like, this is not happening. Like, how could this be? We transferred 2 embryos. Like, I was on that for like a couple of days, me and God. Like, we transferred 2 embryos. What's going on? What's up? So, yeah, I was able to get over that hump. And, you know, nothing is ever permanent. The only thing permanent is God. That's just what it is. And, again, you know, my levels were there and then they just dropped. And that happens. So, you know, pick yourself up and try it again, you know, like Aaliyah said. So anyway, that's where we are. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Love you.